Hi, I'm Beth Spezia. I'm here at WSIU Public Broadcasting Stations in Carbondale, Illinois. One of my most favorite books from all time is called Lonesome Dove. It was written by Larry McMurtry. This is the book. Lonesome Dove is a tale of adventure in the Old West. It tells the story of two Texas Rangers, Captain Woodrow F. Call and Captain Augustus McCrae. They're friends who decide to take a cattle drive from South Texas all the way to Montana during the 1870s. Along the way, they recruit some young cowboys and they meet a variety of characters who test their strength and endurance. They go through hardships together and they learn the value of friendship. I'd like to share a little bit of the section that I find to be the most important moment of the book, and I'd like to read that to you now. It's on page 307. It happens that just as they start the cattle drive, the cowboys are all ready to cross the Nueces River. And some of the cowboys are afraid because it's their first time riding or their first time crossing a river with a herd of cattle. And it's a swift river and there are lots of hazards. It just so happens that a young Irish cowboy meets his death in the river because of an attack from snakes. So this scene takes place right after the death of the young Irishman, and the cowboys are gathered alongside the banks of the river. They're all shaken and they're about to have the funeral. If you'd like to sing or something, do it, Call said. Alan stood a moment, started singing an Irish song in a quavering voice, then broke down crying and couldn't finish it. Well, I'll say a word, Augustus said. This was a good, brave boy, for we all saw that he conquered his fear of riding. He had a fine tenor voice, and we'll all miss that. But he wasn't used to this part of the world. There's accidents in life, and he met with a bad one. We may all do the same if we ain't careful. He turned and mounted old Malaria. Dust to dust, he said. Let's the rest of us go to Montana. He's right, Call thought. The best thing to do with a death was to move on from it. One by one, the cowboys mounted and went off to the herd, many of them taking a quick last look at the muddy grave under the tree. So that's Lonesome Dove, and my favorite moment in the book. It's a selection I think of often. This book is important for all of us as Americans as we understand how the West was won, and we look for the resilience and the transformation that comes from enduring difficult experiences in life. I learned about this book first from watching the miniseries on television. So in this case, the book came after the television program. But I encourage everyone to take a look at this wonderful novel, the first I read of many written by Larry McMurtry. And don't forget to participate and cast your vote in the Great American Read on PBS.